Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again for another product introduction and how-to. Today I'll be showcasing a new set we have coming called Bunny Hop. It's adorable for Easter, spring, and baby cards. So the Bunny Hop set is a 4x6-inch stamp set. It also includes a 4-step stencil set and a guide. So it's a stamp and stencil guide, and the stencils and the guide will be tucked inside your package along with the stamps, so make sure you look out for that. The stamps and stencils work together to create this adorable bunny wreath. Of course, there are individual bunnies and tulips and carrots in the stamp set as well, so you can create your own designs and just really have a lot of fun and a lot of options. There is, of course, also a matching die. The die set also comes with a positioning template. The die for the bunny wreath is 2 pieces, but they are wired together. So you have the option of cutting those apart if you ever want to use the inner portion of the wreath and the outer portion separately. And so we've included this template so that if you do snip those apart, it's super easy to just realign those and then attach it with a couple pieces of washi tape to hold everything in position, and that way the inside and the outside of that die are properly positioned to cut everything out. So we're going to create a cute 1-layer Easter card with a little cutout window in the front. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by stenciling all 4 steps, and each of the stencils has a number in the upper left corner. So just make sure that you look for that and it's properly positioned in the upper left corner so that you know that your stencils are facing the right direction. So I'm actually starting with a card base. You can start with a panel or just a full base depending on what type of design or what card you're doing. So I'm starting with a base because we're going to just stencil this onto the front and cut out just the center of the bunny wreath. And so I'm starting with stencil 1 and some worn lipstick Distress Oxide ink. I already have my stencils treated with some stencil adhesive. I like to use that anytime you have some really kind of fine detailed areas like on the bunny ears. It really helps to have some adhesive to help hold all of those delicate areas in place. So there we have step 1 and 3 little bunnies stenciled. And we're just going to go ahead and repeat this same process using all 4 stencils. I'm just using the stencil itself as a guide, just lining that up with the edges of my card base. And we'll just continue on stenciling all 4 steps. Now you can see we have all 4 steps stenciled. Now we're going to move on and pull out our stamp set to finish the wreath. The greenery is added with the stamps, and we're going to do that by putting it in the Misty. And so I'm going to position my panel right in my Misty, and then I'm going to go ahead to my stamp set. And you'll also notice that on the stamp set there is a top indication for that wreath, and so that will go at the top of your panel. The bunnies are kind of in a circular, so just remember which is the top of your panel. For us right here today in our project, it's super easy because that's along the fold. Alright, so that top indication on the stamp set is right there, and you can line up all the stems with the tulips and the tops of the carrots. Then I'll go ahead and close my Misty and we'll stamp that. Now our wreath is all stenciled and stamped, and I'm going to take a black pen and I'm going to add some nose and eye detail to all of those cute little bunnies. So we're going to finish it off by taking the matching die, and I have already snipped mine apart because I was doing some projects where I was using the inside and outside independently, and so I'm going to be using just the inside today so that we can cut a little window. So I'm gonna just maneuver that around until I find the proper alignment there. And you should be able to position that pretty well by looking at your stamping and stenciling. I'll just secure that with a little washi tape and run it through my die cut machine. So there we have die cut our window, and we're going to stamp a sentiment inside of there. There's a cute hippity hoppity happy Easter sentiment included in the set, and so I'm going to go ahead and use that and just some black ink. So our card is finished. Super fun and easy to do with this stencil and stamp set. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this look at our new Bunny Hop set. This new set will be available as part of our Spring Fever collection, which will go up in the shop on Wednesday, March 10 at 10 a.m. Eastern.